Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. All right. All right, you're good to go. Congratulations on the win, Coach.
Hayden,
Thank you, brother.
Hudson.
Hayden Hudson.
How often
I gave you a shirt last year.
Yes, sir.
do you talk to Wayne?
Pumphrey?
Yeah,
Twice a week.
every week. We've had some issues because we've had a couple weeks where we haven't been able to air the game because they can't get connections, and then when they do the games, they're not giving us enough time to get all the sponsors in, which is really putting us in a problem.
DSN is?
What's that?
Wayne Pumphrey in them on?
Yeah,
Oh,
and they're not giving us enough time to play our spots. I mean, I'll talk to you about that later, but we need to figure out, solution. Do they pay you to carry the games?
The school? Yeah, they pay the school, yeah. That DSN's a whole other monster. Them and the school have got a big old deal going with all athletics.
Yeah.
Because they cover all our basketball and football. So, I don't know. But it'd be very fixable. Wayne's pretty easy to deal with. They've been having some technical difficulties over there.
Yeah.
They had a hot mic running
Yeah.
They had a hot mic running on our last game, and it's been a big deal.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and when it goes out.
Because you imagine if us three had a hot mic on us after about 3 hours of just watching football and critiquing.
Coming out over the air, that's bad. The radio, so we take everything that they send.
Yeah.
So, I'll talk to you about that later.
All right, brother. Okay, so Hayden Hudson had 7.5 tackles, an interception for 43 yards and a touchdown.
43-yard return on the interception.
Yes, sir, for a touchdown. One forced fumble, sorry. He had a catch for 10 yards, 2 pancake blocks, and he graded out at a 94% as a tight end. So all these pretty rushing yards we have and all that stuff, he's doing all the daggum dirty work. And obviously we got a little stagnant on defense for a play or two, and hell, that play you stuck that dude, knocked the ball out of him. He was getting upfield. That was a scoop and score for a touch. Yeah, on that forced fumble, it led to a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Woody picked it up and scored it. And they were driving the ball on it, so that was a huge play.
All right, 7.5 tackles, interception for a 43-yard return for a touchdown, forced fumble, 10-yard catch, 2 pancake blocks, 94% grade, tight end. All right. Hayden.
Yes, sir.
Great. All right.
Can we change that to O? Can we go Hey Don?
This is Jason, starting over. This is State Farm agent Jason Hardy coming to you today with the Junction City Dragon. Jason Hardy, State Farm Player of the Week. Congratulations this week to Hayden Hudson. Hayden, first of all, just let me ask you, how does it feel to be named as Player of the Week by your coaches?
Feels good. Feels good to have recognition.
Sure it does, yeah.
After a long year, first playoff game, feels good to be that player.
Absolutely. And speaking of being that player, let's talk a little bit about what that player brought to the table. 7.5 tackles, had an interception with a 43-yard return for a touchdown, so a pick six. Had a forced fumble that led to another touchdown. Had a 10-yard catch on the offensive side of the ball with 2 pancake blocks from your tight end spot. And then coach says you graded out at 94% at tight end. Production on both sides of the ball. 2 scores, contributed to 2 scores from the defensive side of the ball. That's big time, man. Tell me a little bit, when you hear those stats, does that just sound like another day at the office, or does that sound like something that you were really getting it done? I mean, what do you think when you hear those?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm supposed to do. Like, it's what it takes to get where we're supposed to be going.
Awesome. Tell me about this 94% grade at tight end. 94%, I'll take that in any class I take ever, and I'm sure any student will. But tell me what that means, grading out at 94% at tight end. What do you have to do to earn that kind of a grade from a football game?
Just dog people out. That's what it takes.
just be better than them, right?
Yes, sir.
I love it. Well, two pancake blocks. All right, let's get into this. You got 2 pancake blocks plus 7.5 tackles on the other side of the ball. Which one do you like better, the pancake blocks or the defensive hits?
I like defense.
I know it. Anytime you talk to a guy that plays some defense, they like that hit. So, you have to, though, to get those pancake blocks. Is it the same mentality when you're blocking from that tight end spot? Are you coming with that same mentality that you have on the defensive side of the ball, or is there something different? Is there something different in your mind when you're on that offensive side than there is on the defensive side?
It's the same thing. Just go till they can't go. That's
All
it.
right. All right. I love it. It's simple. Just go till they can't go. All right. So you mentioned the first week of the playoffs. You've had a long season. Ended up getting up on top of Manila, and you got to go to Walnut Ridge this week. Talk to me a little bit about that, man. What's preparation looking like? Is anything different? Is anything new as you move into second week, getting a little deeper into the playoff run?
I mean, they're both running teams. This team's a little bit more disciplined, a little bit bigger, a little bit harder. We just got to come with that energy and stay on top of it.
All right. Okay. Long road trip. Does that affect your preparation or anything that you're doing? I mean, Walnut Ridge isn't just, it's not driving to Smackover to play. So what does that bring to the table as far as something new, something different?
Just sounds like a long nap on the bus ride.
Okay. All right. Just gonna get a little rest. Take it in a little bit. All right. So now, Hayden, you're no stranger to being Player of the Week. I know we did this. I know once last year, Player of the Week. But talk to me a little bit now. 1 year older, more games, more experience under your belt. What has that meant to you from a leadership standpoint and being a leader on this team throughout the difference from last year to this year and now moving deeper into the playoffs as well? I stumped him. No, that's okay. That's all right.
Experience helps a lot. I feel like it really sets me a little bit above a bunch of other guys since I've played a lot the years before, especially over guys that didn't play as much, even if we are the same age, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, just tell me, are you a vocal leader? Or are you more a lead by example kind of guy? What is it? What kind of leader are you?
More of a lead by example. I like showing more than I like saying.
Okay. All right. Okay. Fair enough. All right. So talk to me a little bit about Hayden Hudson off the football field. What is it that you like to do when you're not playing football?
Man, just lift weights, have fun.
Lift weights and have fun. Mm-hmm. All right. So what's fun to you, man? What do you like to do?
Going around, going to the town. It's a lot of things.
Just hanging out with friends.
Yeah.
Huh? All right. Okay. So you a gamer at all? You do any Xbox?
A little bit. Like, I try not to because I got to stay on top of my schoolwork and stuff.
There you go.
When I can.
Stay on top of that schoolwork is important. That's important stuff. that those 94% grades in the classroom might mean more than they do on the football field, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Well, listen, man, I've really enjoyed visiting with you. Again, congratulations to Hayden Hudson, this week's Jason Hardy State Farm Player of the Week. I know you've got playoffs ahead of you. Best of luck on the game at Walnut Ridge, and look forward to visiting with you again somewhere down the road.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Congratulations, Hayden.